make a great big 12-inch, nice, thick, deep dish pizza. That crust, which is the coveted bite of the Detroit style pizza.
I gotta be honest with you, man. I've been withholding some information from you. I don't like deep dish pizza.
We're gonna use Urban Slicer's Epic Deep Dish Dough Blend, a special blend of flours. It's a just add water mix. It's very simple to use. Anybody can do it. You just tear the top off. We're gonna pour this mix into this mixer right here. We're gonna start the mixer on slow. It's gonna start spinning the mix around a little bit, and then we're gonna slowly add 1 cup of warm water. We also are using 80-degree water, which will bring the yeast alive more quickly than a cold water. What makes this dough deep dish style is we've got a blend of flours in there. Specifically, there's some semolina, which gives a little bit of grit and some texture that you don't get in a traditional dough like a Neapolitan or a New York style. We're gonna mix for 8 to 10 minutes total, and what we're looking for is a tacky dough, but not sticky. If the dough gets a little sticky, you can add a little bench flour. This will help the dough hook start to grab it. So while this is mixing, we've got about 6 more minutes of mixing left. We're gonna get this cast iron pan nice and oiled up. We wanna make sure that the dough doesn't stick during the cooking. We're just using a standard olive oil right here. You can use butter, really any fat will work. This kneading process, you can go up to 15 minutes. It doesn't necessarily need to be there. It's more of a feel thing. So what I'm after is, how does this dough feel? Is it tender? And with experience, I can tell, is this ready? Is this not ready? And so you can see it's very tacky, like you can hear my finger pulls away, but it doesn't stick. I'm gonna move this mixer aside. We're using a whole package for 1 pizza. Each of our packages are technically good for 2 pizzas, 2 smaller pizzas, but we're gonna make a great big 12-inch, nice, thick, deep dish pizza, and so we're gonna use the whole package for that in this case. You could take this dough and ball it up and put it in a container and set it aside and then stretch it later. Also, you can just stretch it right away in the pan, which is what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna put it right in the middle of the pan, and I'm just gonna start slowly working it to the edges of this pan. We're gonna take a little olive oil, make sure this doesn't dry out while it's rising. We'll cover this with a little plastic, set it aside. We'll come back in about 3 hours and be ready to go. Just finished par baking this epic deep dish pizza, which we're gonna turn into a Detroit style pizza with a twist, because we're doing it in a round 12-inch cast iron pan. First thing we wanna do is put plenty of cheese all the way around the outside edge of this pan. This cheese is a very high fat, whole milk mozzarella. You can use something like a brick cheese, which is easily found in the states of Wisconsin and Minnesota. Kind of hard to find the further south you go. If things go the way I plan, we'll have a little bit of a cheese crown where it actually stands up on the edges of this pizza. So we got the cheese down. We're gonna put a little bit of both of our red and white mojos. Our white mojo is a garlicky, parm, herby blend. Great on vegetables, great on popcorn. We're also gonna use our red mojo, which my son calls powdered pizza. Really got a true pizza taste with a kick. It's a little spicy. This is also very good to use if you wanna make your own sausage. We're gonna take some cupping pepperoni. We want to avoid the very edge because I want that cheese to do the talking around the outside edge of this pizza. Then we're just gonna take some hot Italian sausage links. We're just gonna pinch out dollops about a dime size or so. And I really like using raw sausage on a pizza. The flavors cook into the dough. So I'm good with this as is. We're gonna take this, put it back on the Kamado Joe. 10 to 15 minutes. It's really all about look and feel. So we're gonna be looking for the cheese to be browned, caramelized on the outside edge, the toppings to be completely cooked, the cheese to be all the way melted. So it's sort of more of a look than a timing thing, but it'll be in that 10 to 15 minute range on the Kamado Joe. Our epic deep dish Detroit style pizza done in the 12-inch Lodge cast iron pan on the Kamado Joe, cooked to perfection. At least it looks that way. I can't wait to get it out of here. We're gonna try and pop it out of here and just slide it out of this pan and have a caramelized edge around that crust, which is the coveted bite of the Detroit style pizza. then we're gonna add some ricotta dollops, which the cool ricotta against the warm pizza is gonna add a contrast. And then when I'm done with this, we're gonna finish it with a little basil for some color. Plenty of flavors going on here. I don't wanna over-chef it, overdo it. And then just a little shaved parm to finish it off, add a little flavor. And now that we've got all these beautiful toppings on here, we've just gotta ladle a little bit of warm sauce on. And there you have it. That's the Urban Slicer take on a Detroit deep dish pizza.
Dude, I mean, come on. That cheese crown you talked about.
It's crazy, man.
But I gotta be honest with you, Matt. I've been withholding some information from you.
Oh, and what might that be?
I don't like deep dish pizza.
Oh,
I don't not like deep dish pizza.
You stood around me all day and let me make this, and you said nothing.
I've been lying to you the whole time.
Well, I'm hoping I can change your mind.
Well, you said grilled cheese, and I mean that kind of speaks
Are
to
you
my
a grilled cheese fan?
That speaks to my heart a little bit. So
that outside edge, I'm telling you, when you take a bite of that, I mean, some people pull up this piece of pizza and they'll take a bite of that as the first thing they do.
All right, well, enough talking about it.
Yeah, let's get after it.
I mean, okay, check that out.
I mean, it is.
Check it. All right,
I'm gonna start here. You start there.
Okay.
Is that something else or what?
I think I'm just gonna eat all around the edges, and then maybe someone else can finish on the inside. Head to Scheels, buy you a bag or 6 or whatever. I mean, come on.
Just add water, stretch it right in the pan. A couple hours later, you're ready to cook on anything you got at home. Your oven, your Kamado, uni, whatever it is you got.
Easy, easy, easy. Make sure you guys check it out. Matt, we appreciate it as always.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
See you guys.